Hello everyone. Welcome to my channel. So in this series, we'll be going to talk all about the Dart programming language. So in the previous lesson, we have learned the data type in Dart and how to declare a variable in Dart. So in this lesson, we'll be going on operators in Dart. So we'll be talking more about what's the type of operators in Dart, and also what's the differences between expression and statement in Dart. So without further ado, let's get started. And also, I have already pre-code all of those examples. So I don't want to like waste your time. So just watching my typing. So let's get started. So the first one I want to talk is arithmetic operation in Dart. So expression is composed with consists of operand and also operators. So it's similar in mathematics. So you can add those two numbers and you can subtract those two numbers, and you can also multiple a number and also divide a number, and also you can make a module of number. So but you can see here is a tilde sign before this slash, which is a divider sign. So what's the differences between those two? So the first one, if you divide two numbers in Dart will return this decimal point. If for example, like actually I have an example show here. So I give the first operand number 2 and value 2, and the second operand is value 3. So if I divide those two, I will get, let's see what we'll get. So if I plus those two, I get 5, right? So if I minus those two, I will get minus 1. And if I put this subtract sign ahead of this operator, it's just basically just make it negative. So it will be minus 2 is correct. So I can also like multiple those two operands will give me 6, right? 2 multiple 3, 6. So here comes the important part. So if I use the first one to divide the second one, which is 2 divided by 3. So what will get? I will get, you see, this is a double, right? I use 2 integer, but you give me the double because this divide sign. So unlike another language, for example, in Java or in JavaScript, if you didn't if you use those 2 integer number and do the divide, so it will give you the integer. However, in Dart, if you give the 2 integer number, if they can divide, it will give you like this with a decimal point by default. However, if you play this tilde sign before this divider sign, I will make it into integer. So here I will give the 0 because 2 divided by 3 is 0.6, right? But I convert it to integer, so it will be lose some precision. So you give me 0 back. And this one is a module sign. So if I use the first one, module the second one, I will give 2 because you see, because the before one will give 0 and then the last one give 2. So hope you will get a more understanding of those arithmetic operator. Okay, so we keep moving on. So let's move to the next part. Let me clear my console. So the next part is the prefix and postfix operator. So prefix operator, just you can use a double plus sign to increment your variable with double plus sign, and you can also decrease your variable's value using double minus sign. So what's the difference is between if you put those minus sign ahead of the variable? What's the difference between these? So we will see. So I can say if you put ahead of these variable, you will first calculate like a 10 plus 1 will be equals like 11. So in this line, you will print 11. However, in this line, you will only print 10 because he will print out this value, then do the like a increment. So we can check. Yeah, you see, it is what I expect. So the first one will give you 11 and the second one will give the 10. So because this line will do calculate first, then print out the value. However, in the second line, this line 19, you will be print out this value first, then calculate, then increment this variable's value. So okay, so it's the same with this double negative sign. It's basically the same thing. So the first one, you first minus 1 will be equals 9, and then you just print out 10 and do the minus. You can see from this console. Yeah. Okay, we know we can move to the next point. Next point will be the relationship operators. So as you can see from this my map, so the relationship operator just to compare two values. And let me comment out. Yeah, it's a very basic comparison. So you know the Boolean value we have learned from last lesson. So this is a expression because it will return the true and false. So as the example show here, you use 3 will be small than 4, so the first line will be false and the second line will be true. So let's see what's output. Yeah, oh sorry, I didn't save it. Okay, let's see. Need to clear. So the first one is false because the value is smaller than that, and the second line is true, right? So yeah, as the same as the below. Okay, so next one is the equality operators. Let me comment out these relation operators. Okay, in this one, we're going to use the double equal sign to check if those two values are same. So first we run the code to see what's coming out. So the first one will be false, right? Because the 5 is not equal than 6. So we use the single equal sign to do assignment. This is just called assignment operator. So we use double equal sign to check if those two values are same. So here, this one is false, and this symbol just means not equal, so you will be returned true. Okay, next we can also compare the two string, right? So the first one I give the letter A and the second one I give the letter B, so they are not equal, so you will return false. And then I use no equal sign, no equal operator to check these expressions, so you will return true. Yeah, that's one expect. Okay, so we move to next. Next is a type test operator. So the type test operator will have like the S keyword, is keyword, and is no keyword. So what this means? Okay, let me give you some examples so you will know what it means. So suppose we declare this double with type 1 give it some value, and integer give some value, and also string and boolean. So we can use the is keyword to check. So is this type is the same one as we declare. So first we clear the output and run the code. So the first one is giving the false because the type 1 is a double, so it is not an int, right? So it will give you the false. However, the second one is an integer type, so you check if it is an integer, it will give you true. The third one is a string type, so you use the string to check, it will return true. The fourth one is a boolean, so you use boolean, you check is the boolean type is the double, so you will give you false, right? Because boolean is a boolean type, is not a double type, so as you can see, it gives the false. So the last one is a boolean type, is not a double type, right? So this one will give it true because boolean type is the boolean type. Okay, so we are going to move to next. So here's a quick tip if you want to use the cast, like a typecast. So it must be the subtype, like int is a subtype of number, and the double is also a subtype of number. So you can cast number to integer, or also you can cast the num to double. So what I mean is, the number is this number, this one, because this one have an int type and it also have a double type. So those int and double is a subtype of this number. Num is this num, so you can cast this one to either this one or this one. Okay, we move to the next one. So the next one will be a assignment operator. So it just very similar like a arithmetic operator, just more easier. Okay, so all the source code I will put on my GitHub page, so you can check my GitHub page and in my GitHub repository. So switch back to this example, this one, and also clear out the output. So let me run the code first. So as you can see, these expression just very similar like this. So you equals operator 9 plus operator 10. So they are the same. So this is just a shortcut. Yeah, just a syntax sugar. So let you write code more faster. And also you see when I first print out, the value will be 3. So after that I add up those two numbers, so this one will be 7. So which one? Yeah, is correct. So how about this one? This one is AND sign. So first we check the result. The result for is a 2, right? This operand 11 is a 2. Yeah, because we didn't do anything to this one. However, if you're using this AND equals, will still give you 2, right? So you will wonder why it still give 2. So this one, actually we need to write this number 2 into like a byte. So it'll be 0 from right to left will be 0 1 0 0, and the 3 from right convert to byte from right to left will be 1 1 0 0. So if you use AND operator, so only the second number will be 1, because 0 and 1 will be 0, 1 and 1 will be 1, 0 and 0 will be 0. So as you can see, this is a result. So the result convert back to integer will still be 2, right? Because this one is the same as this one, operand 11. So you can see this is a double 2. Line 71 is a 2, and line 74 is also a 2. So I hope you get more understand. Okay, we move to the next one. So the next one I want to talk is a logic operator. So the logic operator. Let me first come out the example first. So the logic operator just basically on 2 Boolean values. So suppose I give the operand 13 is a true and operand 14 is a false. So if I AND those 2 values, so what do we get? We will get false, right? Because true and false will give the false. Yeah, something likely common. So what I want to like point out is this line 84. You see, so what's the differences between the 83 and 84? You see, this one is more efficient, the line 84, because first you will evaluate the first one if it is true. So you are not going to evaluate the second one because you're using OR operator, right? You're using double OR, and the first one already true. So so you will guarantee the whole expression will be true. So you just more this line of code just more efficiency. So personally, I recommend you using the syntax like 84. So it's the same as the AND operator. So if you only use the single one AND operator, you need to evaluate 2 operand and combine it to then finally evaluate the whole expression. However, if you use the double AND operator, so you only will check the first one, so it will be much efficiency. Okay, so we move to the next one. So the last one I'm going to talk is I think it's this bitewise and shift operator. As you can see from here, so bitewise, as the same, you need to let me clear out my console first. Yeah, still you need to figure out what's the bytecode of those 2 values. Will be 0010 from or 11 from right to left, right? So if you AND those 2 values using the AND operator, the single one, you are like still 2, right? Because the 0 and 1 will be 0, 1 and 1 will be 1. So this line will evaluate to 0010. So you'll be still 2, right? You can see from here. And this one will be, I think it will be 3, because after evaluate it will be 0. You're using this OR operator. So 1 or 1 will be 1, 1 or 1. 0 or 1 will be 1, 1 will also be 1. So the result will be this one. This one will be converted to integer, will be 3. So this one is a XOR operator. So how it works? You will only to the differences will make it true, the same will make it false. So because 0 and 0 will be same, so still be 0, 0, 0, still 0, 1, 1, still 0, 0 and 1 will be 1. So the result will be 0, 0, 0, 1. Yeah, because only difference is the right first number. So you only choose the differences. So it will be 0, 0, 0, 1. So which is the 1. So also the last one is the double small size and double large size. So what's it? So it just times. I think it just times. Use times 2 to the power 2, right? So and this one will be operand 15 divide to the power 2. You see, so if operand 15 will be 3, so I just divide shape those two. So what I will shape will be 1, 1, 0, 0. So you see, will be 4 plus 8 will be 12, right? Because this one is 1, this one is 2, this one is 4, this one is 8. So 4 plus 8 will be 12. So if you divide 4, you're using 2 divide 4 will be 0 because yeah, it's not enough to divide. So you will return a 0. Okay, so I hope you get more understanding of these operator in Dart. So also the last thing I want to mention is the expression and the statement. So the statement just expression need have a component. So you need these two components. One is the operand and another is the operator. So you can see all the operators we're using will be like a expression. For example, like in the previous code we write this one, only just call this function. So this line 4 will be just like a statement because it didn't evaluate any value, it didn't calculate and it didn't evaluate any like expression. Yeah. However, in the example of some of the code we write, so it's kind of considered to be an expression. Okay, so I think that's all for today's lesson. So if you have any question, feel free to comment below. So I will try my best to answer your question. And also I will keep uploading my Dart programming language. So because here we just in the lesson 3, so there is 4 more. Yeah. Thank you for watching my video. Yeah, I will see you in next video.